problem. We got the Refugees All-Stars, rubber dubbing in the club. Wyclef John Forte, Roswell. The streets are getting a little crazy. Look here, look at shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on, there's too many in the wolf pack. And besides, dirty cats talking to her, buying her fake furs and taking her to the fever. Quiet as it's kept, they ain't even it's been. She spends his Franklin's, hit the malls with her friends. Material girl living in a material world, but it's alright, cause it's Saturday night. So Mr. Funk Master, pump the BGs. And all you college students playing Ouija's, check the spelling R-E-F-U-G-E. Get the CD from Sam Goody. You ain't even close with the rhymes that you wrote. Don't be mad cause you broke. Let me clear my throat. John Forte, grab the mic and don't sway it this way.
I'm more than just a rhymer. You still a small timer. Hoping at the game, treat that ass a little kinda. Every step tangoed.
Alright, so a lot's happened with this car so far. First, we obviously did the oil change and oil filter. That's typical of any new car. It's the first thing you should do pretty much. But we also had a rattle in the exhaust. It was also squeaking a little bit from a rusted muffler. It was coming off there. So we did a muffler delete, just kind of hacksawed through it and welded some cheap 1 3/4 piping in its place and kept the original mounting hardware. So that's actually been looking all right. As you can see, pretty inconspicuous. Looks pretty stock from behind. Doesn't sound terrible either, not too tinny or anything. It sounds passable. Other things with the car, had troubles with warning lights. We had a whole bunch of things showing up on the dash. We had daytime running lights warning. We had airbag, washer fluid, and maintenance required. Washer fluid we've dealt with by just unplugging the sensor here. It pretty much just tells where the float sits inside of the reservoir, and it was misreading that because obviously this is still full, and it was misreading that and telling us it's empty and giving us a warning on the dash. So we just unplugged this sensor and taped it up there. That fixed that. As for the maintenance required light, that was just letting us know it was pretty much due for an oil change and such, so we just reset it after doing that and it went away. DRL light, we're hoping to fix with all of the new bulbs along with the assemblies we've got in here, and we'll see how that turns out. We think that's what the problem is, but we'll find out. And last, there was the airbag light. We still have to figure that out, but we will get around to it eventually. Alright. So yeah, a few days ago I took the liberty of pulling off the front bumper, headlamp assemblies. Now today's course of action is just installing the new ones, remounting the front bumper cover, and that's about it. So let's just get around to it.
Yo, beef don't concern me. I'm eating mangoes in Trinidad with attorneys. My crew slang flow worldwide like a current. Whip to every spot where nobody got insurance. Rubber do the math, you ain't half exotic. My man's claim true, you forget about it. Ho-ho, just a new sense, like my influence. Well recognized, you a lie trying to do it. Got juice, told your lady, oops, we nuts, baby. Smooth and charismatic, automatic, you gon' save me. God bless the dead as my son survive. We strive to teach you, baby, and stay alive.
Nice, baby. John Forte, yeah, watch your lady. Watch your lady, yeah. Especially around baby girl, baby girl.
If you got more than $1 in your pocket right now, put your hands up.
Well, you can tell by the way I roll, shorty, that I'm a ladies' man, a businessman. Condos down the shore, multi-million pension plan, but it ain't in my plan to make moves without the fan.
Alright, well, high and low beam work. Both turn signals work. DRL light is still on, and none of these lights are on unless I turn them on. So daytime running light's still an issue.
Say you have to drive 50 feet, then they turn on. The sensor from the transmission will tell the headlights to turn on. Or we could try and undo the wire and then put a test light on it, but that still won't tell us anything if the car hasn't gone in motion. Then we could wheel it off the ramp, go back and forth to the driveway and see if the daytime running lights then come on. Maybe a daylight. Okay, number 12. It's a 7.5 amp.
So the DRL fuse isn't burnt.
intact. Yo, clap through the track. John, play the map while I pay the tax. Business as usual. Watching suspects. Still my assets get cut with Gillettes. We built this concept. Connect like 9X. Drinks at the bar, my American Express.
Alright, and so as with anything, it's far more difficult to put back together than it was to originally take apart in the first place. Lots of trouble in terms of the plastic trim on the underside here, getting it all to line up, and also getting these screws that get the front bumper cover into the inner fender here. That was a pain in the ass. One of them fit perfectly fine, but the one on this side did not, and so we had to use a self-tapping screw because we couldn't get the other one to go in, just to make our lives easier, because, you know, screw it, we were hurting ourselves trying to get all the trim looking the way it's supposed to. Anyways, though, I think it's looking pretty good. Alright, and next for the car is some new MaXpeedingRods adjustable coilovers we got. Those came in already, had a look at them. I think they'll work out pretty nice. We're also going to drop the front and rear once we got the coilovers in, about an inch and a half. And then later on, maybe go for some lower profile, sportier tires, which will also bring down the overall diameter of the tires, which might allow us some more leeway in terms of dropping the ride height, maybe another inch or so. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we got going for it so far. And yeah, lots of big things planned for this car. Stay tuned for that. We will get there eventually, all in time. I'll catch you in the next one.